trees, the Zephyr cutting through the breeze. A ship of copper shining in the sun. We're a bunch of friends just having fun. Cerise's hard as nails, Harlan bringing the mail. Kinoko tends the plants in need, and Milo has a call for speed. Quicksilver looks for love, almost box cats lighting up above. The truth is what you want it to be. The Zephyr strikes again, a chaotic ride for you and me. The Zephyr strikes again, come and have some fun in the Wildsea. When the Zephyr strikes again, let's go, let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Zephyr Strikes Again. It's so good to see you. This is a game called the Wildsea. The event known as the Verdancy basically caused all the trees in the world to grow up super tall and take over the entire world all over again. So now our lovely survivors of this event basically ride around on ships that they created themselves on top of the trees as a giant ocean, hence the Wildsea. So there you go. There's a little mini lore drop for you. I am joined by the super amazing cast of creatives. So really quick, I am going to pass it around to everybody to kind of talk about what they're doing and what's going on. And since it's been a while for some people, and it's been a month at least for the normal players, you know, if you want to say your character name and just a little tiny little log line, like a synopsis of your character, that'd be cool. Let's see. Let's start with Crow this time. Crow usually goes last. We're gonna pass it to Crow first this time.
Oh, I don't know what to do with this kind of power. Okay. Hi. I'm Crow. You can find me generally pretty much anywhere as Crow Stark Maven. And tonight I am playing a haunted robot that looks like a giant 6-foot tall ball-jointed doll with a little masquerade mask. And
simultaneously awesome and terrifying.
Yes.
Love it. Well, thank you, Crow. Let's pass it over to Juniper this time.
That's me. I'm Juniper. I'm Linen and Spice most places on the internet. I play in a bunch of games here on Shadow Tabletop Gaming and also a bunch of games on Mastery Nord. There's kind of too many to talk about, so I'm going to drop my link tree, and feel free to check those out. Tonight I'm playing Kinoko, who is a gal or a mushroom person. They are fairly new to the world. They're kind of learning about the world as they go. They're also a mesmer, which is kind of like, I guess, psychological kind of powers, or like more mystical sort of stuff. They're more into that than physical sorts of things. That's me. Who hasn't gone yet? Tofu, I guess.
That's me. I am Tofu Chipmunk, and I play several games on Shadow Tabletop Gaming. I play several games on Maestria Nord. I don't have links, so just follow where Linen goes, and you'll find me there too. I play Priscilla, who is in her smut era. And with that, I will pass it on to Mommy C.
That's me. Hi, I'm Mama C or Mommy Khalik. I play Milo, who's a Ketra, who I finally just found my character sheet. There you go.
Very nice.
Other than that, I am here tonight, and then also coming in April on Shadow Tabletop, I'll be DMing another game coming up. It's going to be great. Other than that, you can mainly find me in Mastery Nord, causing absolute chaos on a multitude of games.
Absolutely.
There's too many to go through.
There really is. Like we've got so many games going on.
We need to make like a collab like link that just has like our schedules.
For real.
Like all the schedules, Magical Mist, Shatter Tabletop, Mastery and Nord, and just like, hey guys, this is the link. This is where you can find us. And like we can even like put in like
a big Google Calendar or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can even put like a little like tab going like, oh, Zephyr Strikes Again. You could see who the cast is. And I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll shut up.
No,
That's a good idea,
no
though.
need.
I like
I
it.
do. really like that idea. I think that'd be
That's a
fantastic.
very good idea.
Especially since, and that segues into what I was about to talk about here. I'm Ray. In this game, it's called the Dragonfly, but I'm the storyteller. And yeah, so one of the things that didn't really get conveyed very well with the intro and everything is that we have a humongous collaboration kind of thing going on. Obviously, we've been talking that we're doing stuff with Maestria Nord. We also joining us most times is 1/3 of the Magical Mist crew playing Harlan, the male moth, not a male moth, but a male moth.
A male moth?
Yeah, male moth.
A male moth.
Male moth. Male moth.
Yeah.
Well, not a male moth. Like,
but not a male moth. A male moth.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
Got it.
I did mention I was feisty tonight, okay?
No, it's good. Good. So, definitely check out Magical Mist. They've got a couple shows going on their channel. One is like a Bridgerton-inspired kind of thing going on, and then they have a Winx Club UA kind of thing, or like AU, like alternate universe. Like they're the kids of the Winx peoples. It's crazy. It's fun. It's a lot of stuff. They've got some games going on our server. We also recently took up arms with oh my goodness, I'm forgetting Darth Caustic's
Dark Domain RPG.
Dark Domain. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Tofu, for posting that in chat. Yes, Dark Domain. We're teaming up with them. They've got a lot of one-shots coming up. Darth Caustic, who kind of runs that server, is also doing some campaigns with Maestria Nord and STG. So we're kind of getting all that in. We've got Mostly Bad Ideas. They're kind of on a little hiatus right now. Hopefully they'll be back soon. But anyway, so many things going on, so much craziness. We're always looking to bring new people into the fold. So if you're checking us out for the first time and you've got a server, you want to join us, you want us to join you kind of thing, reach out, send me an email, send me a private message on Discord, whatever you want to do. I
Sharing
respond.
Is caring.
Indeed. I mean, most of the time. Thailand. Anyway, so here we are. We are going to.
Where did Thailand come from? I'm confused.
When we don't want to share stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to share those things. So we're going to jump into what we normally do here at Zephyr Strikes Again, and that is to get this game started and go through a brief recap. So I'm going to say just a brief little blurb here, and then we will go into how we normally do things. After completing your last mission, you had collected Weaselbop, and everybody was on their way back to Treeview. With that being said, as the ship cuts across the trees, you can hear the branches, kind of whizzing by, because your ship doesn't actually cut trees. You're very eco-friendly. It just shoots lightning bolts everywhere. But as you're, levitating about a foot or two above the trees, heading back to Treeview, you can hear like the soft sounds of the waves touching the ship. And it kind of like pans around to everybody doing their usual thing on the ship. And then the camera lands in the cabin of Prixilla.
Tiring. I was a girl away from becoming royalty. Alas, fate had other plans for me, which, to be honest, worked in my favor this time. There we were, wrapping up our holiday festivities with bits and bobbers, and getting ready to head out to look for our eye patch wearing weasel, when Bits provided a gift for our ship to aid us in our search. It was a long cylinder that sparks termed as a spyglass. It's to help us see things from a farther distance. After she scoped it to be longer, she encouraged us to try it. Always willing to try and play with a new gadget, I took a turn of looking into it and discovered Dudley Do Daniel dabbing and dancing while disrobing. Oh dear. Did not dare to look into the spyglass again. Just as we were about to head off in the direction of where Sparks and Harlan saw Weasel land, the glint of something sparkly caught all of our eyes. From what we could see through the spyglass, it is a massive crystalline lily. Being that I love sparkles, of course I noticed it. But what seemed really special about it that caught Kanoko's attention was the clouds of spores that rose up in the air as we watched it bloomed open. Feels like a promising spot to explore in our future. It was quite a surprise when Cerise literally crashed the party. Who'd have known for her to be such a party crasher? Now, Diary, you know this Ectus loves to shake her blooms and back this trunk up at a good party. But never have I ever met anyone who parties and dances as hard as the folks that we came upon at Dio del Albero. They were all dressed in animal costumes and dancing away as though their lives depended on it, which, funnily enough, their lives really did depend on it. According to one of the partiers we were able to speak to, Prince Kimchi Chipmunk, we had landed amongst the Danza del Masquerade festival, where everyone was dancing non-stop for so many years. If they were to stop dancing, the giant ardent statue on Dio del Albero would become angry and terrible things would happen. With the power of dancing and not friendship to keep the statue happy, everyone also has been living under the magic of the statue without the need to eat or sleep. Now that's how you keep a trim figure. Sure, becoming royalty via flirting with Prince Kimchi was appealing at first, not at the cost of never being able to go on the adventures with the Zephyr again. However, due to the power of the statue, we did run into Weaselbop at the party. He said he had come alive because of the statue when he had landed somewhere nearby. As we needed to get Weaselbop back home, we started to head out, only to feel a large rumble. Now, I normally don't mind a little bit of movement under me, if you get what I mean. But in this case, it was unwarranted and a bit unnerving. A Terrapex had stirred from below and had a meal of some of the ironroot trees beneath the ship. We had to blast our way out from sinking below the thresh into that hole and into the maw of that Terrapex. Team Zephyr was blasting off again and into the statue of Dio del Albero, knocking it over, thus ending the infinite party beneath the freeway of the Wildsea. Even if I had a chance with Prince Kimchi Chipmunk, that chance was literally crumbling to dust as every Danza del Masquerade folk were released from the power of the statue and ended up finding their peace. The music may not play anymore at Dio del Albero, but the Zephyr will play their music in our hearts. We count ourselves lucky that, for reasons unknown, Weasel was not affected by the fallen statue. With Will's help, he was able to use his whisper to distract the Terrapex from using the Zephyr as a toothpick. We were able to get away, but the Terrapex remained stirring. How frightening. I may not be Princess Priscilla in title, but I will one day find a prince who'll treat me as though I am royalty. Until then, always thorny, Priscilla.
Yay!
Well done. Well done. Beautiful recap.
Goodness.
See, I told you that was going to be a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. All right. So I guess the question I have is, given that there was the Crystal Lily, there was also the race in Treeview that you all had to get back to. So my question would be, what is the crew's next plan of action? So at this point, like, everybody can kind of like come together on the ship and just discuss the next plan.
Couple of questions with that. How long did we have before the race was going to start?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I don't think I ever specifically said. Ergo, I shall roll for it. I'm telling you, it is so hard to do anything with no depth perception.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you've got 6 days.
Okay.
Okay.
And it was like a 1 to 2 day trip, was it?
It was-
Something like that?
To the Lily, it was a 1-day trip. Yep.
Okay.
So we've got enough time for the Lily, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've got time to stop there.
Every time.
I agree. I think that we could take a short little detour over to the Lily before we head back to Treeview.
I want to see what those spores are and see if I could maybe get some of them because they could be useful for other stuff. Like, imagine if we could power the ship with spores or something. That would be cool.
That would
Did
be
someone
something.
say powering? Does that mean it's gonna go faster?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Can we
Maybe?
make it go
We'll
faster?
see.
Can we go fast? Can we go zoom zoom?
Spore drive.
Yeah.
Like as I'm talking
Black
about zoom
alert.
zoom, I'm starting to like get all like
Starting to vibrate.
Vibrate from the
yeah,
excitement.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Let me see. Because I think one of your aspects
It is.
was
It totally is.
to make the boat go faster, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Where is it? Open sesame. Where are you? I can increase the ship speed with my voltomotive.
Voltomotive. All right. Everybody's doing the voltomotive now. Does it say how much it increases the speed?
I have a 3 on there. Does that make sense to you? It just says increase speed. I'd have to look in the
Okay.
book.
I think that's probably how many times you can. Well, we discussed that
I
last
think that's
time.
yeah. I think that's how many times I could do it. I think we just get to go zoom zoom. I think we get to hit light speed.
They've gone to
What page
they've
are you
gone
guys
to
on?
plaid.
What page is it on? You ask really good questions, Tofu.
Oh, you just have it on your character sheet. Okay, that's
I
okay.
do.
What's
All
it
right,
called? You can probably search for it.
So voltomotive interfacing, you can act as an additional or main engine for your ship, powering its bite with your mere presence, and you increase your ship speed rating by 1 when you are aboard.
Nice. That's cool.
Oh, that's
So
1 day less.
that means the ship is traveling has a 4 speed. As long as Milo's on board, the ship has a 4 speed. And what we had kind of like ascertained and put together last time, which I admit I never even asked Felix about, the creator of the game, is that when you're using these abilities, the tracks that you have, like it says 3 dots, for instance, with Milo, it says 3 dots, those do not go down. Like you can just keep using these abilities as you please, and you'll only lose those dots if you choose to do that as like a way to take damage.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. See, and then when I created this, I didn't know what I was really getting myself into. So basically, other than that, my character's just also a tank.
Perfect.
But I don't think, since I've been here, there's never been combat. So
You miss it every time.
Yeah.
It's like every time you're not here, they get in a fight.
We
Okay.
have fought stuff. Although combat's a bit different in this game.
It really
I-
is.
It
No,
is.
I get that. But the rest of my aspects kick ass.
I feel that.
Well, now that Ray is aware, he might put us more into
Oh yeah. There's
necessary
definitely
stuff without
there's
actual
far
combat.
more
actually.
far more danger about to happen.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I still haven't
I'm
used
sorry.
the rhinoceros.
You have a
Oh, yeah.
rhinoceros?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh
Why
yeah.
haven't we used a rhino? Also, why aren't I riding on the rhino?
How big
Because
is
we
it?
haven't-
Is it a full size rhino or a little rhino?
It's a full-size rhino because it's supposed to be able to knock down,
What is
Like-
this, a house hippo?
like knock down doors or knock down walls or something like that. Because it's part of my crash ability.
Do
Or
we
I can,
just
like-
have?
Why are we being so nice to everybody? Why can't we just start taking the world out? Like, why aren't we running it?
Yeah.
I
Good
mean,
question.
that is one
That's
way
a
to
very
play.
good question.
It is one way to play, but we were so fixated on getting our snow cone machine.
But we got the snow cone machine.
Priorities.
Priorities, yeah.
Yeah, really.
And see, the rhino never gets brought up. The cactus puppy does, but the rhino doesn't. So
There's
I'm
a cactus puppy?
oh yeah.
We have a full menagerie on this ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's little spring
It's-
foxes that like are in the quote unquote waters all around the ship, like a pod of dolphins kind of surrounding us, a bit like that. But they're spring foxes. Yeah, we have all sorts.
They
All
kind
sorts of
of
stuff.
act like our security guards.
There's a fox on the ship.
There's
No.
several
Well,
foxes
they're
June-
around
June,
the
there's
ship
a
technically.
Around the ship.
There's foxes
Around the
on the
ship. around.
How many- I would like to know how many tails they have.
Ray, that's
They're-
a question for you.
they're foxes, but they're mechanical.
Okay.
Like the main bulk of their body is made up of a spring. So they kind of launch themselves like dolphins and they kind of like swim next to the ship.
Okay, I did not know that part.
Okay.
That is cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All
anyway, I imagine the rhino is just like wandering around below decks, like playing solitaire, like making eggs, like this.
Like,
Well,
I'm
we'll
sorry, I
ride
gotta
him
stop.
around sometimes just to like. You can see Will riding on the rhino going yeehaw, but like only in privacy. No one
Yeah.
else knows that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to let the rhino out, see some sun every now and then.
We do this poor rhino.
there's a full-size rhino on this goddamn ship, and it doesn't know what daylight is. Okay.
It really doesn't. It's like albino now.
Oh no!
Eyes started turning red. Never mind. We have a vampire
Yeah.
rhino on
We
here.
have a vampire rhino. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, I
okay.
took us way off topic.
In this game, no, not even.
Nope.
You're fine.
He's all
So,
good.
Who Milo is just by virtue of being there, increasing the speed of the ship. Who's actually steering right now? I mean,
Not
I,
me.
I always default to Will, but if somebody actually wants to pilot to the Lily, we can make that happen.
Unless someone else really wants to, I'm willing to go for it again.
I
Go
feel
for it.
like you should, considering that like we're flying and you have wings. So like you're used to it.
Cerise doesn't have wings.
No?
I
I thought
No.
you were a moth.
She-
I'm,
Oh, that's-
I'm
One with
not
the iron
moth.
body.
Who's the moth?
That's
Male
that's M.
That is a.
Who's
I
not
quit.
that?
I'm done. Bye, guys.
That's M, the male moth. Well, M is the player. Harlan is the male moth.
Yeah.
Harlan's just kind of like in their quarters right now, like putting stamps on packages, like, and then taking them off when they're not perfectly lined up.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, that tracks. That really does.
Which honestly, it's probably good that Harlan is not here because Harlan
guns it.
yeah, Harlan's got a lead foot.
Helen
There-
really has a lead foot.
There
I
is
guess-
no
I guess-
slow art, and so
Yeah.
let's go slower so we can be safe with Harlan. There is only one speed.
Yep.
Yes.
There's one speed. Go.
So with Milo's ability, are we going there in less than a day then?
Yes. Yes, you are. While Milo is vibrating and sending out little bolts of static electricity, it is conducting its way down to the engine and actually increasing the speed and making you all go lots faster. So, Cerise, if you're driving, give me saws plus speed.
Okay. Saws and speed.
Yeah, so that's going to be 6 dice.
Yes. 6. Yes, sir. Woo. Nice.
Math rocks.
Woo! Okay. I got 2 6s.
Perfect.
So I got twist.
You did. You got a critical success with a twist.
Yeah.
The twist for those viewers at home is something, in this case, something really good that happens for the party. It does not affect the players directly. So, like, Kanoko can't make something happen to Priscilla or make Priscilla do a thing. But you can do something that benefits the group as a whole. Typically, with a twist, the party takes over the narrative aspect of that. They say what they think the twist should be. So in this case, you have indeed pretty much gone to plaid, and you are racing over these treetops, almost to the point where you could probably use the Zephyr in this race, maybe. Definitely a possibility. But with
we
that,
no longer have the MacGuffin, so
true, the MacGuffin exploded. So why don't you all kind of discuss, throw out ideas? Let me know what you think the critical twist, the critical success twist would be. You're heading towards the lily. Everything's going smooth. What do you think?
What if we find a way of making some kind of tweak to the mechanism, like to the ship, in some way that actually sort of permanently makes it a little bit faster or a little bit sleeker or something, or a bit more useful in certain situations? I don't know.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Don't know where to go with that, but
I've got barely any thoughts. So
Okay.
As
That
we
sounds
get
good.
closer to the lily, the Zephyr starts picking up debris that's around that island, and now we start shooting like rainbow crystals behind the Zephyr.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Every time we go fast, like little rainbow crystals comes off of the Zephyr.
I love that.
And
Yep.
if I'm
Yes.
on the Zephyr, the rainbow crystals are staticky.
Ooh.
I like
Yes.
that.
Ooh, that could almost be like a trawling net to pick up small debris that gets attracted by the static. Like
yeah.
out the back of the ship almost. I don't know.
See, this is how a twist should go. This is how it works.
Milo, I mean, Megs goes, why can't we do more battles? Why can't we be darker? And then we come with rainbow crystals and sparkles.
Listen, only you guys would, because the minute he asks for a twist, the only thing I could think of is the rhino breaks out. Okay.
Okay,
So
that would be fucking amazing.
That really
No.
would.
Rhonda's gonna stay safe below.
Run to the rhino.
Oh my goodness.
But even though its name is Rhonda, it is a male rhino. So
fucking right it is.
Of course, right. Okay. Rhonda the rhino.
Rhonda the male rhino.
Help me, Rhonda.
Is that like
And
a male
because-
moth? A male rhino? Or a
and because Rhonda never ever leaves the ship and doesn't see day as the ship has started to change into something better with rainbows, his horns are now rainbows.
hey, yes.
Sometimes
he
you
was
just
one
gotta
with the
ride
ship.
the rhino.
Don't say that too loud.
All right. With that being said, you do approach the lily. It's been about half a day. You've taken off, good 12 hours of travel time, and as the twist unfolded, you do start picking up some of those rainbow crystal spores that had been coming out of the lily when it blossomed. And as you all said, they kind of like attach themselves to the ship, much like barnacles, but very pretty barnacles. And whenever the light catches it, it sends out beautiful little prismatic sprays all over the place. And through Milo's electric charge and the crystals and everything, it does create a mild magnetic effect. And it picks up some scraps and things like that are metallic in nature as you cruise over the treetops. So at the
They seem
end of the
glad
session and everything, I'll make sure to kind of post up what got picked up in your rainbow net, just so you have like an inventory. It's not going to be anything super crazy. It'd be like, bolts and screws, maybe nails.
I mean,
like
that's
that.
useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
You can put them
another
in the hooves of the rhino,
true.
and then he
like
can be stabby.
brass knuckles.
I'm gonna shut up.
So as you get closer to this lily, which is still in full bloom, the sun reflects off of it, and it is sending rainbow glares everywhere. Like this is even J.J. Abrams will be like, "Whoa, let's tone those solar flares down a little bit, okay? Those lens flares are that's a bit much." But the closer you get, you realize that this lily is not just, oh, look, it's 6-7 feet tall or anything like that. This thing is in the realm of miles tall, miles wide, or acres wide, however you want to think about it. Like this thing, to travel all the way around it on the outside would probably take like half a day.
Wow.
Wow. What is that?
Have we landed near it?
You're coming up to it. I'll say you've got about an hour before you land.
Are we near the spores yet? Like, are we within the...
Yeah. The spores have just kind of been spread out forever.
Okay.
It seems like it's kind of been stuck all to the ship and everything, but you've collected a fair amount.
So, being a myconid, a mushroom person, would I be familiar at all with the type of spores or be able to recognize anything about them that might give us some more information, that sort of thing?
That all depends on what all you have.
So, I do this. This is not really for getting information, but or actually, no. I'm going to combine a couple of things. So
Okay.
I have an aspect called microfiltration, which is specifically for helping me see within spore clouds and resisting the effects of bad air and airborne spores. The other thing I've got though is Seven Eye Scroll, which is where I can open up eyes on my body, and those eyes can gain a specialized form of sight for a brief time. So, it's spore sight? I don't know.
Spore sight.
Spore sight. Would you let me do that?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
That again, terrifying but awesome. So yeah, Kanoko, you open up your special eyes all over your body, and you're checking out the auras and things like that. And basically, this is a new creation. There has not been any documentation or experimentation on this lily or its spores. You would be the first one to do anything with it. What you do pick up, though, that is like, oh yeah, I know that. The spores, while not covered in them, they smell very strongly of crezerin, which crezerin, for anybody who does not know, is a black, purple, oily kind of liquid, and it smells very acrid, and that is what caused the verdancy to happen.
Why is it the same color as my skin?
Good question.
I've got questions and I would like answers.
Gonna have to dig deep.
I start like curling up into Priscilla, like, no. Because I'm the only one that can get close to her. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is a safe place. Nobody can touch me here.
Oh.
There. I protect you, Milo. Hello. I
So
I don't like the smell of it, despite how pretty it all is.
Yeah, if there's crezerin around, it might be kind of dangerous for. Well, except not for Cerise, right? You can touch that stuff just fine, right?
Yeah, crezerin doesn't do anything to me.
Do I smell?
No. Well,
the whole
don't think
crew
so.
is like,
I go up and smell you. Yeah, I actually go up and smell you.
I mean, since we're right next to each other, I'm like, no, I can't detect anything.
I can't really smell. I don't know. I haven't really focused on trying to smell in ages.
I mean, I don't have a nose, so I don't know how I managed to smell. But I just go with it at this point. Honestly.
as Kanoko does the frog blink with all like 20,000 eyes. Like,
At least I don't smell.
and that's what's important. I need everyone to go ahead and make a instinct and sense roll.
Let's see.
Ooh, I'm good at those
Instinct.
things. Okay.
Okay, since I get 1.
Whoop.
Whoop.
I got a 6.
Perfect.
I got 6. The dice
Hey!
like me today.
Can we remind me how to roll for that?
Absolutely. So you're gonna look on your sheet, and
Mm-hmm.
your edges. Instinct is one of the edges.
I don't
If
have it.
Okay, so you don't get any dice for that one. And then down below that is skills, and we're looking at sense.
I got 3.
There you go. So you're gonna roll 3d6. And you're looking for just a 6. I mean,
No, I'm not, because I can't see it.
Okay, cool. Cool.
But don't
only
ask
got
me to roll tonight, okay? I've been rolling horridly all day.
I
Well,
only got a 3.
okay. And what's important is if you're rolling 2 dice or more, if you got the same number on 2 dice, it doesn't matter what the number is. Okay,
No.
cool. Because if you get 2 of the same number, that is a twist. So sounds like Milo and Priscilla, you two are, creating safe places and hiding in safe places. Cerise and Kanoko, you've got your wits elsewhere. Kanoko, you just got 1,000 eyeballs, so you're taking in everything.
Biblically accurate
Um,
mushroom.
Right. So the two of you notice that the spring foxes that we had just talked about a little bit ago, they have all kind of disappeared when you've gotten close to the lily. They've all just kind of like went under the branches and didn't come back up.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that's not usual.
I'm gonna use my feet. Mushrooms, so feet. I'm gonna use my feet to hang on to the edge of the ship, and I'm gonna like flop over the edge of the side of the ship so that I'm upside down, and try and see if I can stick my head under the canopy and see what happened to the spring fox.
That's craziness. Sticking your head down below the thrash, you do not see the spring foxes. They're nowhere to be found. You do, however, see that the roots from the crystal kind of stretch down for, I don't know, maybe 20 feet or so, maybe 30, and then connect to avoid a crazy inaccurate description. It connects to the top of a skyscraper.
Okay. Like
That's-
an olden, like from the old days skyscraper.
Yep.
Mm.
The brick and mortar of it is still mostly intact. It does have a lot of, dereliction to it, and a lot of the windows are broken out. Branches kind of grow out of them, things like that. But
Oh.
I'm gonna use my feet to yoink me back up again, and I kind of flop back onto the like a bouncy thing. I flop back onto the.
Hey, everybody! There's like the crystal thing. It's attached to like this big rectangular building thing. Like I think it was from before all the trees happened.
Oh,
should come
so
see.
it's old. Huh.
Yeah, you should come see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will kind of comes up on the deck, and he's got a plate with like scrambled eggs on it. He's just kind of taking small bites out of it, and he looks around.
Keep the ship here, Will. We're going down to see a very old pre-verdant building. It sounds like that's under this flower. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Well, can you keep an eye out for the spring foxes too? I don't know where they went, but I'm just worried that something might have happened to them. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did not know that our man Will here was so rich, eating his scrambled eggs so nonchalantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Will also.
Rhonda made him.
Rhonda made him.
How?
Mm.
Okay.
I mean, the price of eggs these days are like $50 an egg.
Goodness.
Wait, they're not Rhonda's eggs. Rhonda doesn't lay. Does Rhonda lay eggs? No, surely not.
Doop. Mm. Bleh. Will is now having an existential crisis.
Hey, Will, just another thing. Do you mind watching my skipper and make sure Weasel does not touch it?
Weasel's like, I resent that.
I do not want you touching my skipper. No.
Look, I was just gonna borrow it, okay?
No.
It's
be
not
back.
borrowing if you don't ask for permission and they say no.
It's borrowing if you return it, though.
In what condition?
Well, I mean, that depends on how the race goes.
But you got
You're not touching my skipper to use it for the race.
Can I touch it for the race?
No.
Yeah, see? Now
I
you're
want to
getting
go zoom zoom. Listen, she would say yes to me before you.
We'll find a way to make the zoom zoom happen. But if Cerise doesn't want us to touch her thing, then we don't touch her thing, right?
I agree with that. But I
Nobody's
won't go
touching
zoom zoom.
nobody's thing without consent.
Are we going down or not? Let's go
I like
now.
touching things.
Cerise is like latching her grappling hook to the railing and hanging over the side of the ship.
Pinocchio extends out like 20 little tiny pseudopods, and instead of going like this, they do it with all the eyes and all the pseudopods. So it's like it's a weak bot. Don't touch the thing.
I'm not touching anything. She said no.
I trust you.
Wow, that's messed up.
You
I would
put
assume
yourself here, sir.
I wasn't the one who came and rescued me.
Okay,
we not
guys,
have?
should we leave?
Yes. I'm already
okay.
leaving, by the way.
Let's go.
All right, good luck. We'll probably be here when you get back.
Yeah. We'll know where to find you.
As I'm going over the edge, 2 eye stalks and two little pseudopods doing this is the last thing you see.
It's like a periscope comes up.
That's great.
This is messed up.
And then
I
just
love
when
it.
you think it's safe, you see 2 eyes pop back up real quick. And then
Like-
go down.
And like my hair tentacle thingies like go and grab like the eyes and be like, let's go.
come on. Let's go.
One eye tries to no.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, so everybody's heading down below the thrash. You do see, as stated previously, the crystalline roots stretch down through the trees and branches and into this massive skyscraper of a building. When you get close enough, all of you see a couple of things. One, there is Hyven script. I don't know if anybody speaks Hyven or not, but we'll get to that in a second. There's Hyven script carved all over the building, like the outside of the walls, the insides as you're peeking through the windows. Like it's written everywhere. The other thing that you notice is very deep and large claw marks.
Megs, you won in combat.
Yeah.
Wait, so where
Listen,
are
I'm
the-
also sitting here as I'm like rediscovering this sheet, cackling internally because one of my drives is to avert a disaster by causing another disaster. Okay. Do we want me to get in here?
Yes.
Yes,
we do.
are the so where are the claw marks at? Are they in the building or are they in like the roots or
So the roots themselves are immaculate. Those are fine.
okay.
But on the outside of the building and the inside of the building is where the claws are,
And
which
do
is also
we-
where the writing is.
Do we see any more signs of the Krezerin, like on the roots or on the building or anything?
So the roots do smell of Krezerin, yes, but there's not. It's not like dripping on it or anything like that. It's just got that smell.
No. But not the building?
The building, as you get closer to it, smells of sweat and blood.
Mm,
I'm gonna open up a special eye that I have called the Dreaming Eye, and I'd like to get some slivers of pre-V information concerning this place, please.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I forget how that ability works exactly.
It's an aspect. Does that mean do I have to roll for that, or does it just happen? I forget.
No. Like the aspects just kind of happen.
Okay.
From what I remember.
I mean, the full text just says, you can see glimpses of a person's recent dreams clinging to them if you concentrate, and slivers of pre-V information concerning things around you. That's the full text.
Okay, so it's kind of subject to interpretation. You open your special eye, and you see the building kind of like everything fills back in with like a glowing ectoplasm as you remember or see the memory, I guess. Let's word it that way. And you can see this was an office building. People are walking around with, they're all they look like ardent, but they're like wearing much different clothes. It's like tight-fitting suits and dresses and ties, and they're like walking around with little notebooks and briefcases and stuff. They're just kind of like it's an office building.
Okay.
And you see people are just like milling about, people sitting in cubicles doing their thing. There's one person in particular that like leans out and kind of looks around, and then they lean back in and they pull a toaster out of their desk drawer.
Amazing.
They pulled a dresser?
A toaster.
A toaster.
I heard a dresser.
I did say dresser. I misspoke on. They pulled a toaster out of their desk drawer.
Wow, this used to be a real hive of activity way back before all of the trees happened.
really?
I don't know what they're doing, but there's a whole bunch of people just like kind of walking around and wearing weird clothes and stuff. They all look like ardents, so I don't know what's going on there.
Huh. Interesting.
I like to think, Kanoko, what does your special eye look like? Because I see it in my mind, but what does it look like to you as you turn to talk to everyone?
I don't know if this lines up with your vision or not, but I'd imagine, okay, my dreaming eye, on a Care Bear where they have it's there, basically. It's a mid-tummy thing. And I feel like it's one big giant, in cartoons when you have the hypnosis thing happening and it's like rings, that's what it looks like. Like kind of psychedelic hypnosis, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
What was your mental image?
Well, now it's Hypnotoad.
Toad.
But I was imagining like one abnormally large eye that's like the Marilyn Manson, where it's like a black ring and then white iris with the pupil, but the ring keeps coming out of the pupil. It's like
that's cool.
Wow.
So we had a similar idea there.
Yeah. So yeah, Kanoko turns around to tell you all this, and that because I don't think you've ever used the dreaming eye.
I don't think I have. No. There you go.
I don't think so. I think this might be the first time.
Did you say that it's like dark or dimly lit?
It is, yes.
Okay, because one of the reasons I wasn't talking is because I was trying to I opened the book to try to figure out my life.
Okay.
I have aspect whispers in the dark.
Oh, that sounds cool.
while in a dimly lit or unlit area, mark to learn a secret from the darkness once per scene.
Okay. All
That's
right.
an aspect? Awesome.
Right?
Um, so in that particular case, it does sound like, oh man, I messed myself up with the eye patch. Like this light is intense right now. So it sounds like in that particular case, that aspect can only be used a certain amount of times because it says mark it off.
Says per
Did you-
scene.
you-
Once per
Would you
scene.
Okay, it works for me. So the information that you get from the darkness as the branches slightly move in the breeze and the wind comes through, the darkness tells you that this is the hunting grounds of the white snare.
You put the rhino still in the ship, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I've had this on the right thing. There you go. All hail Hypnotoad.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So what is the white snare?
I don't know.
The darkness just said it's here.
Yeah, it's just here. The darkness talks to me. I swear to God, I'm not schizophrenic.
No, I was just wondering if the darkness had like given you more details or
No, it does. The darkness doesn't like to give details. Apparently, it's really rude. It just whispers weird stuff to me sometimes about white snares.
Taps me on the shoulder when I'm not looking.
well,
Yep.
in that case, is there like windows that seemingly are open or
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah?
tons of windows. But they're
Okay.
all like broken and
okay, so from where I'm hanging off of the ship, I'm going to take my shield and I'm going to just go ahead and jump onto the root and slide my way down to the building.
okay. Fantastic. So there goes Priscilla. Looking for love.
in all the wrong places.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
actually using like my instincts and stuff like that. So I don't know if I need to roll for anything. But yeah, I'm like I just want to head down into the building to start exploring. And I'm using my shield to protect me from like whatever that Crescent smell is on the route.
Mm.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So what you need to roll is going to be grace and sway. I will also allow wave walk.
So
And
okay.
how is
No, sway is actually just convincing and arguing. I wanted to use. Hold on. Like I actually have a tower shield aspect. No, wait, not a tower shield. Oh yeah, a tower shield aspect because I have that tower shield
right?
and either instinct or grace.
Okay.
Okay. Because that'll give me more dices. too.
More dices.
More dices for success.
No sixes.
All the
no
dice.
sixes.
Okay, so I have 2 5s, so I do get a twist, and then the rest is like a 1, 3, 6, and 4.
Okay. I'm going to say that you just start sliding down them roots like they're nothing. Easy peasy.
I mean, there's a reason why I put so many points in them.
And you make it to the roof of the building just fine.
Mhm. Do I immediately see anything as soon as I land?
More of that writing, more claw marks, and you get a sense of unnatural calm kind of wash over you.
So,
And like you kind of start smelling a little bit of like freshly picked apples.
okay. So I kind of like, I call out to Milo and Cerise and Kanoko and I tell them, all I see is just more of this writing. There's still claw marks. It smells like apples here. And honestly, it feels a little too calm. I don't sense anything that's like feeling dangerous. So you guys are welcome to join, but still be cautious.
Did anybody read the writing?
What's it in again?
I don't have it.
Hyven.
Hyven?
No.
I don't
Yeah,
have
it
it.
Yeah.
I must be missing that in my list. Okay.
It's
I
under.
never
It's
invested.
the last one in languages.
Yeah, I never invested in languages.
I've only got
Ooh.
Gaudium and Low Sour for my languages.
Yeah.
So.
I have. Sorry.
No, you go.
I have low sour, of course, and then old hand and signaling. That's pretty much it.
I have old hand and signaling, and I have a word I can't pronounce.
What did it start with?
It's C. It's the second one.
Chthonic.
Oh,
That one.
Chthonic? Sure. Let's go with that.
So none of us can read it.
Nope.
But while they're deciding if they're joining me or not, I'm assuming there's a rooftop door.
Yep.
So I'm going to try it to see if it's unlocked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's long since lost its ability to even close properly.
Everybody sees me disappear into it then.
I'm going after Priscilla. Priscilla's just like I'm like fuck no.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here.
Back here.
Same here.
I can grab you, Priscilla.
No, okay, but see, I have the crash. My class is crash or whatever you call it. So I'm actually kind of reckless in nature because I blow things up and I.
This is
Doesn't
pretty
mean we're not
much
going to try and
just
stop you.
Tuesday.
So can't really stop me, Milo.
We're going to
Yep.
try. We can try.
But I'm reckless because I also have all my bombs. I have my shield. I have my weapons on me. So I may level up, but I also know how to protect myself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Worst case scenario, I will start a natural disaster.
Joining up behind Priscilla.
Same.
Okay.
No one's heard me scream in fear yet.
Indeed. So while everybody is rappelling and making their way down to the rooftop, Priscilla, you enter in through this rooftop door and you can see like the spiral staircase that goes down, as office buildings always have. And you see a few of the stairs are missing. Some of them are rusting. The guardrail's pretty much non-existent at this point. Not guardrail, handrail. And you see claw marks everywhere. More of that writing, but it's written in like whatever people could get their hands on to write with. So there is some like Krezerin kind of smeared as letters.
Okay. A question about that is, even though we can't read it, does it look like repeated symbols? You know, like this. You know what I'm?
Like the
Like
same
they
sentence
writing the
written
same thing over and
kind
over
of thing.
again.
No, they're not. This is like, so you do see like some of the letters are repeated, meaning like, oh, that's probably the same word as they used over there. But like, it looks like somebody was trying to make a chronicle.
Okay. Um. How dark is it?
Immensely. It'd be talking to Milo all over the place. All the dark.
Mm.
Milo's just like head darting around, like,
Oh goodness.
Can we hear anything? Is it still a calm?
You can. It is very calm. Almost more so in here, but you don't hear like voices or anything like that. But you do hear like some water droplets. You know, like things like that. Maybe some creaking of the building as the trees are continuing to grow up, and they're bringing the building with it.
Milo's staring into the dark like a cat sees something, but nobody sees anything.
Right? Like, what are you staring at, cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on forward down the stairs, carefully skipping over anything that's Mr. Broken. And as I'm going, I'm calling out behind me which ones are like broken, so that way Kanoko and Milo and Cerise don't like step into it.
I also give off just the slightest bit of light from the little spectral things that are on me.
Same. I have glowy bits.
Yeah. It's not too much, but it should help.
Right.
It's something.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So you all entered the building behind Prixilla. Prixilla, how far down did you go? Or did you just go to the first door, like floor that you came to and went in that way?
I came down to the first one.
Okay. When you get in there, you see all the cubicles and like you see some of the lights are just kind of hanging and swinging in the breeze. You know, the like the overhead lights. And you hear the dripping of water, the creaking of things. You can see paper strewn everywhere, broken desks. There's bits of clothing here and there. And despite how disheveled and crazy this looks, go ahead and say something appreciative.
Oh, look at that! It looks like the copy machine still works.
Sorry.
I see a light on it.
All of you, as you're coming in, you're seeing the stairwell and everything. You hear Prixilla say this because she hasn't gotten that far. Like she's just throwing out random compliments. Prixilla, it's important for you to notice and note that you said this compliment completely out of your own control. Something else like made you give this compliment involuntarily.
Milo, why? Milo. I'm Milo. Hi, Milo. Hi, Prixilla. Why are we concerned about copy makers, copy printers?
What's a copy printer?
Do you You said it was.
I know, but I don't know what that is.
I feel very gaslit right now.
Well, why did you say it then?
I don't know. Why did I say that? What's a copy machine? Whatever it was.
I
Are any of the rest of us doing that?
Nope.
just Brixilla. Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Also, am I the only
That's
one who
weird.
stepped in past the doorway? Are they still out in the hallway or like the
Oh no, I said this while I am walking in. If
Yeah.
that is possible. Like
Yeah.
I'm like very
followed in.
confused.
I'm the only one who got affected, but they're all in there with me. Okay.
They're all in there now.
Yeah.
And did they say anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I look at something randomly.
High love lamp. No,
Probably
Good.
is a lamp I'm looking at.
like
You're weird.
no, everything seems like an old building, like buildings you've come across 1,000 times before. Nobody
I'm
else
gonna-
seems compelled to throw out compliments.
I'm gonna walk in further. Like I'm gonna walk up to the desk that has a toaster on top of it.
Okay, you definitely you find the desk with the toaster. The toaster actually looks like it's in pretty decent condition for being as old.
Gonna grab that. Yeah.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
Can I see the copy machine in question?
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'd like to go up to the copy machine and see if I can get it to print out what it last printed out or remembered.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, all right. You start hitting random buttons, and
Yeah, I do.
it doesn't have any power to it, so it does not
Oh.
print anything. But
Can I
However-
give it power? I am
However.
literally the electricity.
however,
Okay, fine. However,
the whispers of the dark start saying to you, TPS reports must work on Saturday. Who took my coffee mug?
guys, I think this place is haunted.
What?
Pizzas are in the break room for your hard work employees.
there's cake for Janice's birthday.
Okay, are you talking
I
about the
don't
building
like this
itself
place.
being haunted, or are you talking about it being haunted because I walked in here and I'm haunted?
Well, now it's just
You're haunted?
extroverted.
It's
You're haunted?
Remember, we don't know this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, all I know is that they're talking about break rooms, and that was a life that I left behind, and I would really rather not relive that in peopling, okay? I see you guys on a daily basis, and I think my threshold is good. Thank you. Let's go.
Are you okay?
Well, that's canon now.
I'm very concerned.
Janice reported
Or-
toaster guy to HR is probably what happened.
We got you a cake because we had to, Janice, but no balloons. Jesus
Sorry.
Christmas.
I feel sweaty now.
Janice likes vanilla cake, so that's why we ordered the chocolate one.
It's vanilla cake with chocolate icing. Like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
chocolate
and like-
cake.
Oh, that's
And like
the
that
worst.
crappy
Yeah.
artificial cherry filling.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
That's when you really know you don't like someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the worst insult.
beautiful.
Oh, no, this okay, real life anecdote for a second. The worst
Beautiful.
insult was me leaving a workplace, my boss giving me a book on basically how to please a man. Like,
Oh!
like in one of those manuals from the 50s or some shit. This happened to me in real life.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I really hope it
Yo.
was a joke.
Did you
I
throw it in their face?
I think he thought it was a joke. I did not.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Oh my gosh! Lucky for him, you were already leaving because that
Yeah.
would have been.
I mean,
straight
Well,
to
because you were already leaving, I do not understand why you did not like punt him in the balls with it.
yeah,
I
like
mean-
sure, that's something you could get a really, really good friend as a joke. Like we're talking
Yeah.
years, but like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's just disrespectful. That's
The
crazy.
thing is, it's
Hey,
also
I
it was
think-
also a really small industry, so there was nothing I could do about it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
could have broke his nose with the book.
I mean,
Legit,
tempting.
that's what I'm saying. I think the best gift I ever got from work was somebody gave me a Christmas gift, and it was basic witches.
Okay. Live, laugh, spell.
Nice.
Yeah, it was legit like a gag book designed after basic bitch.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh! So
I'm
Um,
so happy I
with-
don't work
with-
anymore.
Yeah.
With all of this going on and Milo like talking to the darkness about business, Cerise, the
Go
minute,
back to your desk, Tradice.
the minute Cerise stops looking at the lamp, you hear the twinkling of ethereal tones in your ears, and then you too are compelled to give a compliment.
Oh no. Well, after looking at the lamp, I'm now looking at a random whiteboard with some handwriting on it that's like so dried on it's the hardest to get off.
Ugh.
I look at it and I go, that's good handwriting. Can't even read it. Wait, why did I say that?
What the fuck is going on?
I think we need to
I don't
go.
like it.
I love when Kanoko swears.
as
I
Kanoko is worried, and I'm Priscilla goes further and starts either. Okay, so I think I start going out of that room if there's nothing further to look at other than getting compliments or giving compliments, and I want to start checking out the next floor.
Sure.
I'm following closely behind Priscilla.
Okay.
I'm
like-
now looking for like other type of rooms, like bathrooms, break rooms, conference rooms.
Yeah. So this is like how the skyscrapers like kind of taper off at the top. So this particular floor you're on, it's got like 3 office sections that all have a bunch of cubicles. It does have like a bathroom area, and then it has the break room and everything. And while you all are wandering deeper into this mess, the building kind of like shakes a little bit. Not like, oh man, earthquake or rootquake, or, it's not violent or anything like that. It feels like something is walking around, but way down below.
Can we hear the steps, or only feeling it?
If you stop to like really try and pay attention, you do hear them. It sounds like puppy claws on hardwood floor.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, above table, I'm freaked out.
Uh-huh.
But as Priscilla, she's genuinely curious. So I'm gonna keep going further in.
Damn it, Priscilla!
Because all of these office equipments and like office furnitures and chairs and stuff like that, it genuinely interests Priscilla because she works with these things. she likes seeing new gadgets and stuff that she can work into her bombs and her devices and stuff, and how she can like fix up the Zephyr. So Priscilla wants to look up more. Me as Tofu is like, oh my god, this is scary.
Also, how big of a puppy does it sound like? Like, are we talking?
Are we about to meet Cerberus? Is that what's happening?
maybe.
Is he have 3 heads?
Maybe.
Because, like, if that's the case, I don't give a shit. I will rewrite my character and we're going in.
You can have a friend.
Yes. This sounds like a gigantic creature. And from what you all have dealt with before, I will let you know that it sounds like Leviathan sized.
Jesus, Murphy!
Oh shit!
Oh.
All right, above table, Tofu, June, let's go.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I agree. We gotta fucking catch Priscilla though. Is the problem?
Yeah.
Priscilla starts digging around in like the office supply storage room, and
You grab the other arm.
And I don't care if I don't care if her spikes are pricking me. I'm scooping up one arm and hoping Milo gets the other arm.
I'm grabbing the other arm, and I'm looking
We all
at
just like turn her
Cerise,
around.
and I'm like, just grab the coffee machine; it'll make her happy.
What's a coffee machine? Oh, nice doorway. Ah!
That's perfect.
We need to go. This is bad.
It's at this point that Kanoko makes a compliment while grabbing up Priscilla.
Wow, that's a really nice hospital grade. What the fuck is hospital grade? I don't understand what that even is. What the fuck?
So far, Milo seems to be the only one not affected.
Why? Why am I not affected? I would like to know why. Like, I'm looking at my sheet. Like, do I start getting visions of my past death? Like, is that why I'm not affected? Like, is this why this is happening? Like, what is going on here, sir?
I sort of have a theory, and I want to ask. Okay, so NPC wise, we're gonna assume that Harlan and Sparks had also joined us as a
No.
crew. They did
Oh, they're
not,
still on the ship? Okay.
even as NPCs.
Nope, they are on the ship.
Okay.
They're taking care of the rhino.
Yeah.
Rhonda.
The rhino
Giving
did break loose,
Rhonda
so
a
they have to
sponge
go out.
bath.
That's even better.
With a squeegee.
And because I don't want to try and mimic their voices, so.
Oh no, I'm not asking you to like play them. I wanted to ask something about them.
Oh no.
They're not with us, so
Nope.
unless you're curious enough to bring them with us.
No.
Maybe it's just a matter of time until Milo gets got as well. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Possibly.
Right. All right, fine. They're there.
Okay, so
NPCing in the background.
has
Are they
it
dancing
also
like that too?
has
Mhm.
it affected Harlan and Sparks?
It has not.
Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one. At least there's that.
So
True.
let's see. Milo has the moth in common with Harlan, and then she also has the electricity in common with Sparks. So either of those could be reasons why they're not affected. So Priscilla is going to go in further and see what else she can
Listen, no, you can't. We have a hold of you. We have a hold of you. You can't move.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I think
like
we fully lifted your feet off the
yeah,
floor
like
at this
Kanoko
point.
might let go
your
of you
feet are
as you
doing this.
try because you're prickly, but I'm not.
Nope.
Like, you're being consumed by like
I'm
the
holding
sludge
on.
that is me.
All
I
we've
don't care
done
about the
is
prickly.
just
I'm holding on.
all we have done. Look. All we have done, and I am willing to like roll for this if I have to, because I have the sway. So all I'm saying is that all we've done is we've just said nice complimentary things. There hasn't been anything like that's been like
Do you not hear the giant dog?
violent. Well, that's what we were afraid of when we met Krezula, and we ended up with a cute little.
Krezula is not massive. That
The
thing
size
sounds
of
like a Leviathan.
Remember the Terrapex? We only just, that was like yesterday.
Okay, but we also
It
didn't
was
really,
literally yesterday.
It was literally yesterday.
We
I'm
also
not.
Yesterday.
Dude,
we also didn't like take a chance to try and talk to the Terrapex.
the
I don't
Terrapex
think
did
it was
not want
gonna
to
talk
speak.
to us. Mm-mm.
As
Priscilla,
Priscilla.
I love that you are so very loving, and maybe it's just me and being alone for a very, very long time and not making friends like you guys, but I'd like you to listen to me, even if it's just one time, and GTFO!
But exactly, you were alone for so long. What if whatever this is so alone? It just needs a friend.
Then it
I
should
have
find
realized
its
that
friends,
no.
not us.
It
So you go find
at
other
this
friends.
Point, Priscilla can't move any further, so I start yelling, "Hello!
no.
Hand over mouth immediately. Pseudopod over mouth. Just like
when she does that, I'm gonna still hold on to her, but I'm actually gonna use one of my aspects, and I become insubstantial for a short period of time. Like, I'm disappearing. Like, fuck this shit.
That's awesome.
Oh goodness.
let
Oh.
me see if I have anything I can do. Priscilla, do you have eyes?
No.
Can you see?
I don't technically see, but like I have,
Okay.
I can, the same way that like bats might, like I can feel vibrations around with my spine,
Okay.
so that way I
aspect
have an
isn't gonna
idea of
work then.
shapes.
Okay. I can't do that to you then. Damn it! I got nothing. I'm just like muffling her mouth to stop her from like yelling at the Leviathan.
All right. Milo has gone invisible. Kanoko's trying to silence Priscilla. Cerise, well, you're trying to decide what you're doing in all of this.
I'm trying to help pull down Priscilla.
Okay. Now,
essentially.
if Milo hasn't actually left the room,
No, I'm
you
still here.
Okay. So all of you, as all this chaos is going on, you start to see the copy machine, like the screen of it lights up, and it starts printing again.
The hell's it printing? I'm gonna go look. I'm actually going to let go of Priscilla to go look. So I'm
Is
like,
it-
now, motherfucker, you want to actually work?
Is it plugged in?
It is not plugged in. But like kind of like taking in, swirling the camera around, the damage of the room starts to disappear. Everything starts to look repaired. It starts looking back the way it was way back before the verdancy happened. You can even see people coming out of cubicles and walking around. Now, they don't seem
There's
to be paying,
Janice.
they don't pay any attention to you, but they're just like, and they don't like walk through you like ghosts. They actually like go around you, but they don't look at you. They're like, oh, TPS, yes. Oh, buy, sell. But you
What
are
is happening?
literally like back in time when this building was at its heyday, and everything looks completely normal for that time period.
Is this? Does it look insubstantial like when I got that flash of information before, or does it look like we are physically there?
Oh no,
Like
it looks
solid.
you are there.
Fuck.
Can't-
Okay.
Sir, I just got my description. It's only lasts a short period of time. No one can see me. I float, and I can pass through solid objects. I would like to go see what the hell that thing is.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh
that's handy.
yeah.
So Milo goes on some recon.
Yeah. You do that. Can I actually like actively try to reach out and touch one of these ardents that we're seeing now?
Absolutely.
Do I get let go?
No.
Yeah. By me, yes. By me, yes.
I may
don't know.
No.
Like Milo's like when you like yelled out, you startled me to the point where I just went poof out of existence, and then I realized what I could do, and I was like, well, damn, that's never happened before. Let's go see some shit.
But the
Cerise,
rest of us can't see Milo go, right?
Milo, where'd
No.
you go?
No, and I
Milo?
haven't said shit.
Cerise, you touch the ardent, and they stop for a second and put their folder down and look at you. They're like, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you.
No, sorry. I got a little lost. Where are we?
Typical Ruby.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Ruby,
You're supposed to be making the copies. Remember, we've got a presentation in 30 minutes.
this is a horror show.
They call me Ruby. Okay.
I'm scared.
I-
Hey, my last job was admin, okay? No.
That's fair.
I'm so sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained. So sorry about that.
I know. It's okay. We'll get through this. We just got to make our presentation, then we'll all get our promotion, and we're good to go.
Right. Promotion. Yeah. Sounds good. So sorry to bother you.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just trying to go with it. Let's go.
Let's go. But where's Milo? Where did Milo go?
We're gonna
Very good question.
address that real quick. We're gonna cut over to Milo, who drifts many floors down. And you come to one floor in particular that's like been completely cleared out, like all the stuff has been pushed all the way to the walls. And it looks like a lot of the papers and debris and things like that have all been kind of piled together to make what looks like a nest. Sleeping in the center of the nest, or appears to be sleeping, is a giant orange, white, and black creature. And as you float,
Calico?
kind of, as you float into the area, it lifts up its head and looks directly at you and says, "Well, little one,
You're
Looks
not supposed
like-
to see me.
looks like you've made it all the way down here." And this is what it looks like.
Oh no.
Oh,
I want
it!
it! I want it!
Oh my god.
And you guys are stopping Priscilla.
For bloody good reason.
Uh-huh.
Okay, above table, I want it. Milo, however, is going, yeah, friend or foe?
It depends. What is your goal here?
I was supposed to have a goal.
Why have you come into my nest? Or my den?
Curiosity killed the cat, and you were making noise.
I see. I apologize. I was
There's no need
simply
to apologize.
getting comfortable.
Going for a nap?
I think it's time that I return to my slumber. Another 100 years should do.
Why are you sleeping for 100 years?
Well, that is what I do.
Okay, but what do you do when you're awake? What's the point of
I
sleeping for 100 years?
I feed.
On?
Well, depends on what's nearby. The last time I ate was a bunch of creatures they called humans.
And you woke up now. Have you eaten?
I have not. And I can say I'm quite hungry.
All right, well. You enjoy that. I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm going back through walls. I'm out.
High speed! Okay, Milo is trying to return to the group. Priscilla and Kanoko. The two of you haven't really done anything because, Kanoko is holding Priscilla down, basically. And
No, guys, no.
while you're doing this, like I said, people are passing by you, like going around. They're not even paying any attention. And there's like one particularly handsome fellow wearing like a business suit and a nice
good
nice
looking freaking office guy.
fish tie. He
I
kind
look
of steps over you.
I look over at Kanoko like wide-eyed, and I'm like swinging my other arm like, I'm begging. I got my arms.
I mean, you can roll to try and escape me if you want, but I'm not letting you go.
And I try waving him down like.
He like turns like this, like not really looking at y'all, but like looking over his shoulder. He's like, "Would you two please quit playing around? We have a presentation, and all of our jobs are hinging on this."
Oh my goodness.
Still not letting go of Priscilla.
I look after him with like tears in my eyes, like there goes my future husband.
I mean, look, if you would probably win a contested roll against me. I'm not good at physical stuff, so if that's what you want to do.
No, since you have a grip on me, I don't want to like tear off your limb or anything.
It'll grow back.
Honestly, it will grow back. But yeah, I'm probably a little bit spiked onto you. Actually, not that it really matters because I'm a mushroom, but I'm probably a little bit spiked onto you.
Yeah, that's so. In Priscilla manner, yes, I'm like trying to be respectful of that. Well, also Tofu manner too.
Janice's door flies open, and she kind of comes out for a second and looks around, and she's like, "Kara, Roxanne, quit messing around."
Well, I look at Kanoko and then I like nod my head at the door. Okay, time to go.
Okay.
Milo, you at this moment come back up through the floor, like very ghost fashion. Like,
can we see you yet, or are you still fully invisible?
Did she freeze?
Milo? Oh, there you go.
I don't know. Did I make it there? I floated up. I'm letting you guys see me, and I am looking all at you guys, and I'm going, we need to go. What the hell is going on in here?
I don't know.
I point in the direction of Janice. and then
Okay,
I'm like,
so,
let's go.
She called us Kara and Roxanne. I didn't know what that was all about.
guys,
Yes?
thing in the basement, super cute, super great. Priscilla stayed there. That was not an invitation. But it's really hungry, and all these things, humans, they're dead, and it ate them,
Oh,
and then it goes to take a nap for 100 years. And quite frankly, if we don't leave, we're its next snack. So unless you would like me to blow up the building to get you guys to leave, I suggest you go. Let's go.
I've been wanting to go for a while now, Priscilla.
Okay,
One-
Cerise, you grab the other arm. Milo, you help grab the legs. Okay.
One last longing look at that handsome fella.
Cerise is gonna call out to all of the ardent humans, going, good luck on the presentation. Sorry, emergency, gotta run.
Family emergency. Bye.
You all scurry out. Like, get out of here. You get back up to the rooftop.
I never said anything nice. I would like us to all take note of that.
You're right. But you are the one who encountered the creature, so.
I mean,
Take a pic.
fair.
When you get up to the rooftop, the illusion has kind of faded away, but all of you can hear the sound of clamoring coming up the side of the building.
We gotta go, we gotta go.
Yeah. You left the rhino on the ship, eh?
Yeah. Last I saw, Harlan and Sparks were giving it a sponge bath.
How
Okay.
fast is the clamoring?
Very. It's coming quickly, very quickly.
Can you
I
outrun us?
am going to. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to use 2 of my resources.
Well, I also want to ask, the roots that are connecting to the crystalline lily, how tight are they? Does it feel like the crystalline lily is like pulling tight on those roots?
Yes.
So almost balloon-like, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Oh.
What if we all grab onto one of the roots and I just chop it off
Yeah.
or disconnect it?
Are the roots made of crystal though? Like, would it stay? It would just stay in place.
They are made of crystal. But who knows what would happen if you broke them off?
I have my axe.
Let's do it.
And
You
my
try.
axe!
Let's try. Sure.
Hold on, let me double check. I have to make sure I have my axe. 'Cause that would be awkward if I didn't.
Can we see
I
this
have-
creature coming?
If you peek over the edge, you can in fact see the white collar snare is its name, and it is
And
charging up the side of the building.
okay, question: will it reach us before she's able to chop it off? This determines what I do.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
I'm going to use 2 of my resources, my ceremonial dynamite and my ceramic battery, and put them together and lob it over the building.
Amazing.
That's great.
You just MacGyver the heck out of this thing, like. So you're trying to use this on the creature or on the roots?
No, I'm using it like I'm lobbing it over the building so that it hits the creature, so that it slows it down, so they can get the roots going. And to get it to detonate, I'm actually going to use my Phantom Blade, which also deals SCQ salt damage on top of that.
Holy Christ!
Like I'm
Okay.
literally just going to blow out off some walls, and we're getting the fuck out.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm also grabbing
I
up
told
my,
you guys I was a tank.
yeah.
What
Yeah, you weren't
role
kidding.
are you? Like
What?
What's your class?
I am Tempest, Anchored Ketra.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. That's
Okay,
awesome.
so while she does that, while Milo does that, I have either a hammer, not an axe. I have a hammer, which didn't make sense. Or I have a detonator that sets off explosives from a safe distance. But I think I'd rather use my hammer because I don't want to like shatter the crystal too much with the detonator.
Yeah.
Explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of my
So-
thought. Why I'm not like blowing the crystals up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
just, I'm
I'm
just
I'm worried that the hammer could still do that, but it's probably better than
A hammer at like a
Detonation.
certain point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a point of it. Okay. So yeah, I like while Milo's doing that, everybody grabs on, and then once Milo grabs on, then I'll hit the end of the route below us with my hammer.
I'll help you with that by grabbing out my Corsair saber and yeah,
Okay.
listen. I'm
going
gonna,
at it.
that was like the only thing I had that actually is a thing that I can deal like physically deal damage with other than my Phantom Blade. So
That was
everything
awesome.
else, yeah. So
Yeah,
let's
I'm
just
good.
hope it actually plays catch and like grabs like the homemade bomb, and then like the blade hits it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and back Milo up as well, with damage potentially, if it gets to that.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Oh, that's the thing.
The
Fuck.
snare gets close enough that all of you make one last compliment, even Milo.
Wow, your furs look so soft. Wait, we're running from you. What the fuck?
Nice pointed ears. Why did I blurt that? That's the weirdest thing ever.
Thanks for the dinner invite, but no.
Great job, everyone. We met our sales goal. Bonuses for all the higher ups. Woo!
I
Boom!
think we need to get you back to the ship.
The explosive that Milo threw down cracks the snare right in the face and actually knocks it off of the building. And you all watch it for a brief moment as it plummets into the darkness below. Priscilla smashes with Cerese's help, and everybody kind of grabs on, and the roots kind of let go of the building, and you see the building start falling down into the darkness behind the snare. And you all are just kind of like hanging on the roots now.
Listen, I would feel bad if it didn't want to eat me.
Oh,
Friends
That
don't
one-
eat friends. Wait, hold on.
that thing wanted to eat.
Ray's the only one that caught that. Sorry, Tofu. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was typing what? What did I miss? A dirty
I-
joke, obviously, but like what? What was it?
I said friends don't eat friends. I mean,
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Hateable.
Tofu, what were you going to say?
That was what was going to eat you? I
Yeah.
thought you were just scared of Janice.
You know, Janice is pretty scary, and HR should have dealt with her a long time ago. But that was what killed Janice. And
Maybe that's
if you
how
remember,
HR handled Janice.
yeah, well, HR conjured that shit, and it ate the whole building.
I
True.
never
What's
trusted
HR?
HR.
What's HR?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's why I don't trust it.
I'm with Kanoko here. What is HR? You keep saying HR.
It's the Human Republic.
Oh,
At least that was what I was told.
that makes
So-
sense.
I feel
Sort
like
of.
while you all are bantering like this, you're making your way like back to the ship.
Yeah,
But
we're
when
slowly
you
finding out.
when you get up the roots close to like the base of the lily and you can see inside, all of you see a large metal device of some kind. To make things easy, it looks like a starship engine, and you can see Krezerin leaking out of it.
Oh. Okay.
How big is this thing?
Probably about the size of the Zephyr.
Oh shit. Okay.
I kind of want to check it out. You guys, how much is it leaking Krezerin?
It's like covered and it's pooled up inside of the lily. It looks like your best guess is that this thing exploded or malfunctioned, and Krezerin leaked out of it and then began to like kind of interact with its surroundings, being crazy like Krezerin is, and it created this lily as a way to like seal it off from the rest of the world.
Oh, okay.
But now the lily has bloomed, so it's technically not sealed anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
This
is
would this be useful? I don't.
Yes. Absolutely. We need
No
this.
idea.
Let's take it.
Yep.
Getting everything.
It's the size of the ship, Priscilla. How are we gonna get it back?
I am Priscilla. I'm pretty sure I can come up with something to like attach.
You are
Oh,
Priscilla.
I have attached the eyeball.
I'm just going to throw this out there real quick, just as like a hey reminder. The ship does have the Doc Ock arms.
Oh yes, it does too.
That
you're
is
right.
true.
I mean, Priscilla does form unhealthy attachments a lot, so maybe we should trust her about making. I think she might be onto something.
I'm
Um,
very curious as
I'm really trying to piece apart what you just said.
I
Never mind. Priscilla, could we bring the thing?
We can bring the thing.
we have the Doc
Okay.
Ock, the weird arms. Yeah, we could bring the thing. Let's bring
Milo
the
is
thing.
looking at you all with the same look I am giving you all right now and going, what the fuck is happening?
Welcome
Doc
to the
Ock arms.
Zephyr.
Yeah, like Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man.
No, I get that, but then like I heard trusting somebody who makes unhealthy relationship choices, and now we're having like arms that are coming out of a boat that I just joined, coming out that I didn't know was there, grabbing hold of something that can kill us all. Okay, I'm very
That's a
confused.
pretty accurate summary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
you got it
that's
in one.
pretty
That's what's
accurate.
happening.
Okay, so I'm very like the logical side of my brain is going no.
This game and logic have a bit of an interesting relationship, let's just say.
It's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy
It's
relationship.
an unhealthy attachment. Yup.
Priscilla may not make the healthiest relationship decisions, but when it comes to mechanics, bomb making, just basically like banging things together, she's come through.
That is Priscilla
she's
really
our
proud of me
engineer.
for my homemade bomb?
Absolutely. That's why I was really impressed. I was like, what are you?
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing.
It's the only time I'm going to be able to do that because now I don't have those things anymore.
Oh, we can make more. I
Yep.
have my workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you got to say is that you make another one.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Simple as
Yeah.
that.
Amazing.
Simple as that. Welcome to the Wildsea.
So with the Wildsea, you can say I've made more bombs. It's the rolls as to whether those bombs go off or not.
But I didn't have to roll. Oh, is it because I used my
Well-
Phantom Blade?
It's because Ray's a really good art master.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. Fair. I totally would have made y'all roll for that just for the shits and giggles because I want to see if you guys get eaten.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Not today.
You haven't even found the queen beneath, so we gotta.
Excuse the fuck out of me, Ray!
The queen
Yeah.
beneath?
All right, everybody. So I think we're gonna wrap up this episode.
Right.
Hey.
I'm making
Um,
a note of that. The queen
The queen beneath.
beneath.
He's mentioned it once before
mhm.
I think
when he was describing all the layers beneath the thresh. I even made a joke about like, what if she had like a son and I could like flirt with him and become like the queen's daughter-in-law.
you've
Give
got
me
good
1
memory.
second.
I don't remember that.
It's been a while.
I think I posted it in our one shot that we just did on the Maestri and Nord channel, but I'm gonna go ahead and repost what that creature looks like real quick, just so that everybody's on the same page here. I just gotta make sure.
What the queen beneath looks like, or
Yeah. Yep.
Not me going into Mastery of Nord and trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about before he posts it.
Gotta shrink this down. And save.
Yeah.
And save.
No, you didn't. All I see is a
Well,
robot
I-
on a unicycle.
Yeah, I posted it during the stream, like I'm about to do right now. It's uploading. Okay, here you go. Y'all ready? Before we
Yeah.
end the show for tonight, this is the Queen Beneath. Well, let me make sure that's actually what they're called. I'm pretty sure they are. Yep, the Queen Beneath. And sweet dreams, everybody.
Oh, hell no!
Right.
It's time for the credits. Hey, thanks for watching. We really had a blast. Everything we do really gets us through. Join our Discord to play along. Together we are so strong. You can stand the QR with your phone. Hang with us and you'll never be alone. But thanks again for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming. Here at Shatter Tabletop Gaming. Shatter Tabletop Gaming. Join our Discord. It's time for the credits. Hey, thanks for watching. We really had a blast. Everything you do really gets us through. Join our Discord to play along. Together, join our Discord to play along. Together we are so strong. You can scan the QR with your phone. Hang with us and you'll never be alone. Thanks again for watching. We hope you keep the chaos coming. Here at Shatter Tabletop Gaming.